Hi everyone, it's Daniel Martin, acupuncturist. So today I want to talk about home herbal first aid kit, the stuff that I really like to have at hand, and the stuff I get frustrated with myself when I don't have on hand at home. So I'm just going to go over a few items. There'll be more detailed information available if you want to reach out. Most of the stuff is pretty accessible through the internet, but we have all these things in supply too. So the first thing I want to talk about is curing pills. Sometimes they're called pill curing. And what they are amazing at is indigestion. So let's say you have a meal that really causes bloating and a lot of gurgling and gas. These are pretty incredible to take. It usually takes a couple doses. This is not something you take on a regular basis, but it's really for in the moment. And they're awesome to have when you're traveling. They'll affect food poisoning to a certain degree. There's some stronger stuff for that, especially if you're traveling to more tropical areas. And I'm happy to tell you what that is if you ask. The other thing I really love is something called Yunnan Bai Yao. So it's a little capsule. You can take it internally and put it on externally. And what it's for is injuries and bleeding. So let's say you sprain your ankle or you fall off your bike or some other injury where it's really traumatic to muscles or bones. This is a great thing to take in the moment for the first few days. It'll really reduce the inflammation and promote the healing. But what it's really beautiful at is if you get a cut and the bleeding won't stop, like let's say from shaving, you just open up a capsule and you put it on the area that's cut and it will stop the bleeding almost immediately. Pretty phenomenal. The next thing, a lot of you have seen this, is Evil Bone Water. It's an herbal topical for pain and inflammation. Works beautifully. Next thing I want to show you is a general antiviral for colds and flus. This one's called Gan Ling. Treating colds and flus is actually quite complicated, but having something on hand like Gan Ling, which is it's a more broad spectrum antiviral, especially when you start to just feel a cold come on, taking a higher dose of this can really slow the cold down and give your body a chance to deal with it naturally. It comes in many different brands. Some are better than others, and I'm happy to tell you what my favorites are. The other thing I really love, in this form, it's called Base Camp from this particular company. Don't they have cool bottles? And what Base Camp is, its underlying formula is something called Yu Ping Feng Sun, Jade Windscreen, which is a really simple 3-herb formula that is very helpful to support the immune system. The main ingredient is astragalus. But what this company has done is to add elderberry and a few of the medicinal mushrooms in addition to the astragalus to make a really potent general immune support formula. Love this stuff. I've been taking this every day for a long time. The other wonderful thing I think everybody should have on hand at home is this lung and throat support by a company called Golden Lotus Herbs. These are amazing cough drops because they're an actual formulation of herbs that actually breaks up phlegm. So they act like taking an actual herbal formula internally. So I love those. Everybody should have those. And then a nice topical is this burn cream. It's called Qing Wang Heng. And I probably just butchered that pronunciation. So this is great for any form of burns, like burns in the kitchen, sunburns, or itch from insect bites. So nice to take with you traveling, just like the curing pills. And then lastly, it's always nice to have on hand something that's a sinus formula, especially moving into the spring. If you tend to get sinus problems, it's great to have something like this. It tends to be way more effective than the over-the-counter things like Allegra or Sudafed. This one, the key ingredient is magnolia, which does an amazing job of opening the sinuses and helping you breathe clear. So that's it. You can reach out and we'll send you a list of all these things and what they do. But I highly recommend having some of these, or not all of these, on hand at home, because they really do come in handy. This is the things that I personally use at home all the time. So I hope you're doing well. Take care. Hope to see you soon. Bye.